The life of Joey. He's just an Army veteran that is here in Cebu, Philippines. Now, he has all the answers because he's told everyone. Apparently, he's a TikTok star and he's on YouTube too. Now, he tells everyone he has all the answers. He's the smartest guy in the Philippines. You know, what a surprise. You know, he's the smartest guy around. He knows everything about Philippines. You know, he puts out video after video about how good he is, how smart he is, how knowledgeable he is about the Philippines, you know. And somehow, some way, he keeps getting in these monumental situations, these screw-ups, you know. He put out a video, you know, and then one of these guys. Well, I just hit the curb, bro. One of these guys put up on one of their videos. You know, I hurt my leg, bro. One of these guys put up, you know, his Life of Joey video. They put it up on his, one of these channels that steal everyone's content, you know. And I sent him an email, and I said, listen, man, this guy stole your content. It's a complete scumbag. He said, cuck that lives with his mommy in Bulgaria or something, Serbia. And then he went to Thailand for 2 weeks and he didn't even get laid. I mean, that was his only trip to Southeast Asia. Anyway, but then he's like, he didn't respond. I'm like, listen, man, I can take that one video and I can shut his channel down for a year. I mean, I know how to do it, right? So anyway, he ended up putting up some video later on that he was in a flood, you know, the big typhoon last year in Cebu. And he was in an apartment, and then he was on the second floor, and then the flood came in, and it was almost to the second floor, bro. And he had him and his wife in there, and a bunch of kids, you know, because he was, you know, Captain Save-A-Ho, taking care of the wife and taking care of this girl, her kids, you know. Anyway, he survived, luckily, and now he left the girl, left the kids. Now he lives in a fan room. And he calls it Cebu, right? But the truth is, when he was in the flood, and when he lives in the fan room now, where he pays $6,000 pesos a month, he lives 2 hours away from Cebu. And today he got attacked by a dog and needs rabies shots, and he's complaining that they take the blood pressure in the form. Listen, man, when you get processed, you go to jail here. And you go to get your medical checkup before they put you in detention into the jail here in the province or the city or whatever, Joey. They take the blood pressure in the forearm, okay? That's what they do, bro. That's what they do, okay? Calm down, okay? And if you need rabies shots, you need rabies shots. But you are putting yourself in all these bad situations because you live way too far away from Cebu or Mandawi or Lapu-Lapu or whatever. In my opinion, you got to live close to where you could walk to a store like S&R or a Landers, okay? You got to live by where you can walk to the hospital and get your prescriptions like Cebu doctors. You got to be able to walk to an emergency room like Chonghua Hospital, okay? You need to walk to a mall so you can walk around and see the sights and go do your shopping. You need access to a 5-star hotel so you can go meet some high-end girl or have a meeting with a lawyer or do whatever you need to do there at the 5-star hotel, at the coffee shop or inside the lounge, okay? You need beach, you need to go see the water, you need to walk to the waterfront so they have restaurants, you can hang out there and see the water and everything. You can take public transportation on a bus and go to the airport for 50 pesos. You can take public transportation and go from, to Ayala Mall or SM Seaside and New Star Casino, because now they have all this transportation network they just started up recently, and they're improving public transportation like no tomorrow. And of course, I live the 5-star lifestyle, so I'd never take a jeepney or a bus. And I would, if I didn't have any luggage. There's some hot girls on it. But the truth is, Joey, you got to get your life together, bro, okay? You make $1,300 a month. You told us all that on the pier video when you're down there about the pier in Cebu, okay? You make $13 a month. You don't have a lot going for you. You're kind of in a rough patch. Get your life together, Joey. Quit telling us how great you are and just get your own life together, bro. please, because it's not healthy what you're doing.